Hi Leute und willkommen zurück zu Fire Emblem Three Houses. Wir haben uns beim letzten Mal ein bisschen umgehört, haben Ferdinand zum Auserwählten quasi gemacht für das Tanzfestival und wollen mal gucken, ob er dabei auch gewinnen kann.
What happened in Ramire was indescribable. The whole village burned to the ground. So many were left without even a home to return to. Thankfully, Her Grace the Archbishop has invited those who lost everything to stay at Garreg Mach. I pray that they will be able to return to their once peaceful lives as soon as possible. Until that day, we of the Church must join together and do all that we can to help them rebuild.
Ja, das ist echt nett. Wir haben relativ viele befreit, eigentlich alle.
I don't think I'll partake.
Bei dir hätte ich jetzt gedacht, du gehst da hin. Von das Item. Nope, du willst nicht. Du aber.
Hello, Professor. The ball will soon be upon us. I can feel my heart fluttering already. I have never danced in front of people before. Not even once in all my life. I'm very much looking forward to it.
Ups. Na, ein Glück. Wieder eins weniger.
Hello there.
So, dann können wir vielleicht hier nochmal wieder was verbessern.
Need something?
Wie machen wir das hier? Warte mal.
This one?
Ja,
You're all set. This one?
und das nehmen wir auch mit.
You're all set. See you again soon.
Jo, ciao. Und wir haben eine Angelroute. Da ist niemand, okay. Da ist noch einer.
Last month was, well, you know even better than I do. I hope this one will be more cheerful. This ball, though, I don't know. It's all new to me.
Ist ja auch nichts, das irgendwie
Hey, I've been...
das markiert, was wem gehört. Naja. So. Das war das. Gehen wir jetzt nochmal hier hin. Dann gucken wir nochmal, ob wir irgendwas haben, was wir noch machen können. Aber ich denke, wir sind soweit dann durch. Wenn nicht noch wieder neue Sachen auftauchen würden. Oh. Moment. Noch. Das wird immer schlimmer. Anstatt besser.
Garreg Mach Monastery is said to have been completed during the ethereal moon. Why, 995 years ago, as a matter of fact. That's rather a long time ago, don't you? Every year, a ball is held to celebrate the founding. And every 100 years, a very special celebration takes place. It's a grand festival involving all of Garreg Mach. It is thrilling to read of past festivals. And once in a lifetime, eh? The next one, in 5 years, will mark a millennium. Should be quite an event. Do you imagine you'll still be here teaching then?
Das weiß ich nicht. Von uns Item.
I'm not sure.
So. Da lang. Gehen wir aus dem Weg.
No, Tomas wouldn't betray the church. I don't believe it. I won't believe it. There's some people in the church who hate people like me who are from Elmira, but Tomas was always real kind. But if he really was Lady Rhea's enemy, well,
I'd defend her against anybody, no matter how kind they'd been in the past.
Aha.
I don't know who... I don't know...
Mann,
I don't know who...
tick zu schnell.
I don't know who... Hey, that's...
Aha. So, das sind wir schon wieder losgeworden. 2 Items gesammelt, 2 Items losgeworden. Toll. Da haben wir mit den ganzen Leuten hier rumgequatscht. So. Mit dir wollen wir gerade nicht reden. Wobei, doch. Kannst du mal kurz was beibringen hier. Ja, fortbilden. Schwertkampf. 32 wird das hier sogar bringen. Ich finde trotzdem Schwertkampf. Sehr gut. Axtbrecher.
The glory of progress.
Sehr geil.
I have looked into Tomas, but I just cannot make sense of this at all. From his behavior up until now, I never would have suspected that a man like him could turn on us. I have also discovered that his appearance has changed. It is almost as if he is not even human. What in the world is going on? I'm sorry.
Gute Frage.
This is... I'm... Yes. I'm...
Wow, gleich 2 Items.
I'm sorry.
Werden mit ihm am Anfang reden sein. So, noch eine Fortbildung. Und zwar 31. Auch 31. Na komm hier. So. Haben wir jetzt alles? Ja. Sieht bisher ganz gut aus. Ja, wir haben alles. So, jetzt will ich aber nochmal singen, weil wir das auch nochmal irgendwie haben. Anlagen. Jetzt brauche ich nicht. Wo ist denn Singen? Da oben. Ach, wir sind sogar hier. Moment. Nein, falsch. Ich bin ja da. Da muss ich hin. So, singen wir eine Runde. Du bist schon voll, du auch. Euch habe ich gerade nicht im Team. Edgar ist auch schon voll. Linhard, du kannst mal singen. Bernadette vielleicht? Petra, warum nicht?
I may sound terrible, but you won't notice when everyone else sings too.
Okay.
Learning these things gives me great difficulty.
Ah, ist doch gut. So. Was machen wir sonst noch? Wow, wir haben noch 3 Sachen, die jetzt aufgetaucht sind. Moment. Linhard und Petra. Ah, weil wir gerade gesungen haben. Cool.
Linhard, I have been waiting for much time. Please, watch me.
Watch what, Petra? Whoa! Hey, careful with that spear!
How did you find that? I did more training.
Ah, you took my advice then. I will say the problematic maneuver seems improved at least.
At least? It is still no good?
The spear isn't really my area of expertise, but I've seen enough training to understand the mechanics. I believe I can use that understanding to further help you improve your spear work.
My spear work?
Sie ist Schwertkämpferin.
Right. As I said, when you lift up and stab down, the momentum is ruined. You're trying to swing like a giant. You're not a giant, so that's a problem. So allow the spear's own momentum to do more of the hard work for you.
Spear momentum.
The spear is heavy. When you lift it up high, loosen your grip a little.
At the top of my swing, loosen my grip. And then the weight will carry it down?
Precisely. When you put too much power into it, not only do you exhaust your grip, you tire yourself out. Got it? All that effort is taking its toll on me.
Erklärt doch bloß.
You are very clever. I wonder why you have hatred for training.
Because training is too much like fighting, and I'd really rather not fight. Also, I find training terribly dull. Anyway, good night.
He does not use his cleverness. It is a very big waste. I want you to use your power, Linhart.
Schön. So. Dürfen wir nicht, weil wir hinlaufen müssen. Ach, komm schon. Dann porten wir uns halt dahin. Oder? Richtig? Ich glaube ja. Na, jetzt.
Professor.
Was machst du denn hier? Ja.
Ah, there you are. I apologize for calling you in so suddenly. Please, sit. There is a matter I would like to discuss with you. I believe I've told you this before, but it is my responsibility to aid the Archbishop in all her duties. Spiritual instruction, ceremony oversight, donation management, all of the Church's many administrative tasks. I oversee not only the priesthood, but also the Knights of Seros and the Officers' Academy. The Archbishop entrusts a great deal to my discretion, and I am honored by her confidence. Even when she must make decisions herself, she often seeks my counsel in advance. And yet, your appointment to a teaching position at the Officers' Academy was a complete surprise to me. Not only that, but you have also been entrusted with the Sword of the Creator. I was as surprised as anyone else to learn that. Frankly, I am just not sure how to handle you. I am the Archbishop's right hand, and yet when it comes to you, I have been told almost nothing.
Ihr traut mir also nicht?
Not quite. I do find you to be a trustworthy individual, but my subjective opinion is not enough. I have a duty to be cautious. Should the Archbishop's trust in you prove to be misplaced, it is the faithful who will suffer most. First, I would like to know just how much you know about yourself. You are the child of Gerald Eisner, correct?
Ja.
That's quite a vague reply for such a basic question. In the future, I would advise you to answer such queries with confidence. As the former captain of the Knights of Seros, Gerald is renowned throughout Fodlan. If you really are his child, then no one would voice any complaint about you joining the Knights. How long has it been since you became a mercenary?
Boah, keine Ahnung. Weiß ich nicht so recht.
I see. Most curious.
Wir wissen gar nichts über uns.
Come to think of it, I have never asked your age. Just how old are you exactly?
Das wissen wir auch nicht.
Your face says it all. You truly don't know, do you? Just what was Gerald thinking, raising you this way? Given your responses thus far, I feel as though any further questions would just be a waste of our time. However, permit me to make one thing clear. Whatever her reasons, the Archbishop has placed great faith in you. Do not betray that trust.
Bestimmt sind wir steinalt. So, Erstellungslevel C. Jetzt haben wir schon wieder irgendwas Neues. Oh, wow. Okay, dann müssen wir die mal eben ablaufen hier. Bei alle anderen... Alle anderen hätten wir eigentlich schon soweit.
Professor.
Ja, wir haben Zeit.
Aha! Found you! You're always nosing around places, aren't you, Professor? Can be real hard to find you sometimes.
Was gibt's?
Well, yeah. I wouldn't have been running all over the place looking for you if stuff was normal. Do you remember how Lady Rhea asked you to come to the office this evening? Well, she told me that I should come to let you know that today's a bad day for doing that, and you should go and see her tomorrow instead. That's pretty much everything I needed to say, I think. Oh, except to ask you if you've seen Sedith around anywhere.
Nee.
Okay, I'm
Eigentlich
supposed
schon,
to tell
aber
Sedith the
nein.
thing Lady Rhea told me to tell you, but he's hard to find.
Soll ich ihm Bescheid sagen? Sollen wir es zusammensuchen?
No, it's alright, thanks. But if you see him, then please find me and tell me where you saw him, okay? Because then I'll know where he is and I can tell him. I'll be in the stables if you need me. Gotta put out the fodder before it's the next kid's shift. Don't want her thinking I left my work for her to do. Oh, but if I'm not in the stables and you need to find me, I'll be at the forest up north, because there's a bunch of logs lying around up there. I figure I ought to chop them up, or else someone might trip on a log, or we might run out of firewood. And if I chop, then it'll save other people time. If it looks like I'm done there, then the quarters need to be swept. So if you see Sedith and you need to find me, then I might be there. Nope, this is my job. I'm not giving it to anyone else, because it's mine and I'm gonna do it. Besides, if you help me out, Lady Rhea might give me an earful. I don't know why, but Lady Rhea sure does seem to like you. She's always worried about what you might be doing or not doing. Oh yeah, not that it's any of my business. Anyways, Lady Rhea asked me to do some jobs, so I'm doing them all. Even some she didn't ask for, but I know need doing, so I'm doing them. End of story. And remember, if you see Sedith around, come find me and tell me where you saw him, yeah?
Falls ich ihn denn finde.
Huh? But I just told you where I'd be. If I'm not in the stables, I'll be at the forest. If I'm not... Oh, I see. You're right. I'm all over the place, huh? I don't want to waste your time, Professor, so if you see Sedith, how about you tell him I was looking for him, and then tell him all the places I'll be? Then he can spend his time looking for me instead of you. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. A real good plan. Let's do that. See you later, Professor.
Super Plan. Echt super Plan. So, was haben wir noch? Ist ja nur ein Gespräch, also wir müssen, glaube ich, nicht wirklich suchen. Na. Ach, komm. Weißt du, wo was Petra macht? Ja.
Professor?
Das ist schon sehr spät. Was machst du?
Please take my apologies. I lost time while I was training. There are not many chances for real fighting here. My body is more weak than it was. Weaker, I mean. I will keep training now. I hope your night is good.
Petra, solltest du nicht langsam ins Bett? Du übertreibst es eindeutig. Ne, mach mal so.
I need to have more training. There are things that I have not done yet. Things that have to be done. For the future. I have to try with hardness. Training, studying, socializing. I will not always be having time to do those things. And speaking the language of Fodlan, I worry I will never be doing it just right.
Warum strengst du dich so sehr an?
Why? Because the position of Bridget is weak. Fodlan and Dagda are big. Bridget is a small island in the middle of them. Bridget has great beauty, but little power. We will not survive unless we get more strength. I will lead Bridget, and so I have responsibility. I have to have more strength than anyone.
So muss es nicht sein. Vermutlich hast du recht. Ja.
Yes. That is why I have to give it my best try. I am an ally of everyone, and I have belonging at the Officers' Academy. That is also why I try with hardness. You can always be counting me. I mean, counting on me. But you should know that one of these days will be when I return to Bridget. Before that day, do not try stopping me from trying. And please, keep watching over me. With you, I can try with more hardness than I could alone.
Schön. Wow, auch mal eben voll. Okay. So, dann porten wir uns mal hier nochmal hin. Das sollte am schnellsten gehen. Da.
Professor.
Ja. Was willst du denn?
Ah, Professor. Always a pleasure to see you. I wonder, might you have a moment to chat?
Was wollt ihr?
Come now. You have no need to be on guard. I'd never cause you harm. You're far too valuable a specimen, well, that is to say, too valuable a member of the Academy staff.
Natürlich.
Indeed, the further my crest research progresses, the closer you come to learning the truth of your heritage. Is it not so? When I learned you bore the lost crest, the very crest of flames itself, I set about learning everything I could about your past.
Hier kennt ja noch jemand mit dem Wappen.
What was the origin of your bloodline? How have the events of your life been shaped by your lineage? I became somewhat obsessed, I must admit.
Ihr habt mir hinterhergeschnüffelt. Die Vergangenheit ist meine Sache.
I promised you no harm, remember? I merely reached out to mercenaries whom you've worked with to understand your life before the Academy. Of course, I also contacted Gerald and his mercenary friends. Your father does keep rather interesting company. I'm excited to share with you what I learned, but I do ask that you correct me if I am mistaken on any account. The story begins with Gerald serving as captain of the Knights of Seros. There was a woman at the monastery with whom Gerald was quite close. At first, it seemed obvious this mystery woman was your mother. Alas, that cannot be the case. The timing is all wrong. As it was told to me, the woman in question passed away shortly before Gerald left the monastery.
Dann ist das nicht unsere Mutter, die da begraben ist, oder wie?
Yet your birth occurred sometime later, while Gerald was taking work as a mercenary. This, of course, presumes your age is accurately reported. If you were born sooner, well, the story would be quite different, would it not?
Mein Vater mochte Geheimnisse.
Oh, I am aware. You too were certainly enigmatic, as far as mercenaries go. For example, Gerald never once spoke of his time serving as captain of the Knights. That's quite a secret to keep for all those years. In the end, your old acquaintances had little definitive to say about either of you. However, they all agreed on one thing. Your father and yourself were a strong pair. Warriors to be respected and feared. You in particular. In fact, many came to know you as the Ashen Demon.
Wow, so bleicher Dämon.
They say you would destroy your enemies without a hint of emotion on your face. The mercenaries I spoke to revered you as a living legend of sorts.
Okay.
So, that is what I learned. And I admit, it is barely more than I knew before. The next step in my research is to ask your blood for answers, and hope that it is more forthcoming than your past acquaintances.
Ich kann aber nicht ablehnen, ne? Okay. So, jetzt haben wir aber alles hier durch. Ja, genau, Unterstützungsdinger sind fertig. Quests. Wir haben leider immer noch die ganzen blöden Quests hier laufen. Der Pokal des Weißen Reihers in diesem Monat. Stimmt. Müssen wir dafür noch was tun?
chosen your representative for the White Heron Cup. On an average year, the winning contestant charm is
Ja, und was sollen wir jetzt machen damit? Wir gehen nochmal hier zu... Ah, komm her. Da. Zu Rare. Mal gucken, was die so hat. Da lang. Ist uns noch irgendwas zu erzählen?
Before the ball, it is customary that we host a competition of dance known as the White Heron Cup. Each house must select a representative to compete. Their dance, the student who is deemed the winner, will be given the opportunity to train as a dancer, should they so please. It is a very precious thing, the gift of dance.
Keine 5 Sterne? Nö. Das haben wir gemacht, aber ich weiß nicht, was ich noch machen soll. Soll ich noch mit ihm reden jetzt, oder wie? Wo ist er denn? Da. Wir gehen nochmal zur Ferdinand und fragen nochmal, aber... Ich weiß nicht, wie ich sonst diese Quest fertig machen soll. Ich meine, wir haben ja schon ausgewählt und alles.
You really can do everything. Oh, I am envious of you.
Oh, ein Tee. Warum nicht? Apfeltee.
I'm honored to be invited. Thank you. Much appreciated. This flavor.
So. Schwäche überwinden, Waffenpflege, verlässliche Verbündete.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Sorry?
Ich höre einige Gerüchte, das Paar im Hof zusammenarbeiten.
No.
Wow, wir versauen das richtig hart mit ihm.
Goodness.
Okay.
Thank you for spending time with me. What a treat. I hope we can do this again soon.
Yes.
Immerhin ist das ein bisschen gestiegen.
Okay.
So. Moment, ich will mal kurz hier hingucken. Ziel. Was ist ein Ziel? So. Okay. Zieldetails. Okay, warum kann ich hier angeblich Plus drücken, aber es passiert nichts? Oder musst du Steuerkreuz nehmen? Das soll das Steuerkreuz sein wahrscheinlich, ne? Wenn man hier einfach so, ja, wahrscheinlich hin und her switchen kann. Das kann ich auch mit einem ganz normalen Stick. Naja. So, wir haben soweit alles. Ja, dann beenden wir hier. Aber, ja doch, wir stellen es einfach hier hin und beenden so den Part und... Oh, schön. Unter dem Greifen. So, dann starten wir beim nächsten Mal eine Mission und... Ich denke, es wird eine Nebenmission sein. Das hat alles viel zu lange gedauert hier. Aber, naja, es kam eins zum anderen und muss leider gemacht werden. Dann bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao.